He thought his site work and contracting business was profitable. The sales were coming in. The crews were busy. The bank account had money in it. On paper, everything looked fine. But when we looked closer, the business was not really making money. This is one of the most dangerous traps for small business owners. Revenue feels like success. Activity feels like progress. A full schedule feels like profit. But none of those things guarantee that the business is actually healthy. Here's what happened. The business owner was doing about $1.2 million a year in revenue. That sounds solid. He had employees, trucks, equipment, customers, and repeat work. At the end of the year, his accountant showed a profit. But the owner kept asking the same question. Why am I always short on cash? That question is the warning sign, because profit on paper and cash in the bank are not the same thing. The first issue was underpriced work. He was charging enough to win jobs, but not enough to actually make money after labor, fuel, insurance, repairs, equipment payments, callbacks, and management time. Every job looked profitable when he only counted the direct job costs, including materials and labor. But once true overhead was included, many jobs were breaking even or losing money. The second issue was owner compensation. The owner was not paying himself a real salary. He would pull money when he could, skip pay when things were tight, and then tell himself the business was profitable. But if a business only works because the owner works for free, it is not profitable. It is subsidized by the owner. The third issue was debt. Equipment loans, truck payments, credit cards, and short-term financing were eating the cash flow. The profit and loss statement showed income, but the balance sheet showed the truth. The business was carrying too much debt for the cash it actually produced. The fourth issue was slow collections. Customers were paying in 45, 60, sometimes 90 days. Meanwhile, payroll was due every week. Fuel was due now. Vendors wanted payment. Insurance was automatic. Debt payments did not wait. So even when the company made money on a job, the cash arrived too late to help. That forced the owner to borrow, use credit cards, delay vendors, or take money from the next job to pay for the last one. That is how a business gets trapped. It grows revenue, but becomes more financially fragile. And this is where many owners get fooled. They think the answer is more sales. But more sales do not fix a broken business model. More sales can actually make the problem worse. If every job is underpriced, growth just means bigger losses. If collections are slow, growth means more cash tied up in receivables. If overhead is too high, growth may hide the problem temporarily, but it does not solve it. The fix was not complicated, but it required honesty. First, every job had to be priced with full costs included, not just labor and materials. Labor burden, insurance, fuel, equipment, admin time, repairs, downtime, and profit margin had to be built into the price. Second, the owner had to add his own salary into the numbers. A real business must be able to pay the owner, pay employees, pay debt, pay taxes, and still retain profit. Third, the company had to tighten collections, deposits, progress billing, shorter payment terms, faster invoicing, better follow-up. Cash flow discipline became just as important as sales. Fourth, the owner had to stop measuring success by revenue alone. Revenue is not the score. The bottom line profit is closer to the measure of success. But cash flow is what keeps the business alive. The lesson is simple. A business can look successful from the outside and still be financially weak. Busy does not mean profitable. Revenue does not mean wealth. And growth does not fix bad margins. Before you chase more sales, make sure the business you already have actually makes money. Subscribe for practical lessons on business, commercial real estate, and the deals that make or break wealth.